Welcome in, Crabber. Welcome to day 469 of the journey begins. And Debbie. We are in Inkwood. And Chris. Oop. 1 second. We forgot to post our announcements. So if you follow us on Blue Sky, you can share that out. On TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube, we're live on all of those. So if you feel like sharing, I appreciate it. Welcome in, Tom. So we haven't come up with a good name for the whole world yet, but what we're working right now is Inkwood. Put this in there. Welcome in, Nameless. I think today we're going to do a little bit of putting some dirt down near the wall just to level that off. We're not going to level the inside. Welcome in, Kari. We might do some terraforming just as needed, but we're not going to level and build from a clean slate like in Overmorrow. Hello. All right, so maybe somewhere over here. Oops. And I think we have the gamma pretty high on the game, but let me know if it's too dark, because the streaming monitor versus the gaming monitor, there is a slight color variation, so we want to make it consistent, and we want to increase the quality wherever we notice. Yeah, so this would be fine. Put that in there. Oh, welcome in, Emma. Would it be okay? There we go. Yeah, so I think, yeah, our plan, we'll do this for a little bit till we run out of dirt. And then we're going to try to find a path that will make sense for going to the Garden Temple in Barter's Bay. All right. We go through all the dirt. We went through all the dirt. Okay, that's pretty good. We got a lot of the perimeter lit up. We could probably put something over here. We want to keep the inside of Inkwood lit up and enough of the perimeter outside that we don't get any, well, because this is exactly what we wanted to avoid. But we took care of them. Yeah, so this will probably level off some of this. We torch up here. Welcome in, Michaela. Welcome back. All right, so let's jump over here. Oh, this looks dark, so let's put some torches in here. because I'm not sure what trees we're gonna keep just yet. We want to make sure while we're building we don't get creepers sneaking up on us and tearing things down. So this is looking pretty good so far. Ooh, I see some dark areas. Something over here maybe. So that's pretty well lit up. Probably should get some rest so that we don't have any phantoms that appear on us out of nowhere. Could we? Oh, we're gonna have to get some coal and make some more torches. Okay, so that's a good chance to welcome in Maddie. And okay. And as we mentioned earlier, yeah, we're live on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. On Twitch, we're trying to get to 100 followers and making affiliate. On TikTok, we're trying to get to 300. Welcome in, Nick. And before that, I hope everybody's Monday is starting off well. Do we have? Oh, we can drop off some seeds, some birch. Do we have a? We do not have a blast furnace here. Okay. Well, we will fix that. Well, not a blast furnace, just a furnace. We'll be fine. Put that in there. Okay. It's all fine. Plenty of dirt, but we're not going to put that down for now. We can put our copper in. And we do not have coal, so we're going to have to place down some of our stockpile and mix welcome in. And on the topic of name, welcome in, Billy. If I mispronounce your name, feel free to pop a pronunciation guide in chat, and I'll do my best to fix that. Right. And get all of them. Yeah, so we'll do that over here. Put that back. Yeah, that works out. Okay. So now the question is, do we want the city to be a node? Do we want to go into the city and have to go out a path on the back? Or do we want to just kind of take this road all the way around? We're going to need more rockets. Well, yeah, see if we can get up there on one rocket. Welcome in, Lyric. And there we go. Getting a little bit better at that. Okay, so path comes in here. There's our placeholder bridge. And we're going in this direction. Because this will be west. Then we want to go Z is positive. Yeah, so this way. So this is west. Or no, this is south. This is west. So this diagonal here is southwest. So this is the direction we want to go. So do we build another bridge over here in the back? Which I guess would be fine, because if we make this mountainous enough, then it fits in that rather than so in our story that we're working on, when the characters come across the bridge, we want the bridge to be a point, something to happen that makes it a point of no return. So if there was an easy way out, it wouldn't be as dramatic. So we need, if they come in and there's an easy way back through whatever mountain over here and they have to take the other bridge, I think that would still fit the narrative that they've come through. So it's either that or a road that goes around, which would also fit, since the bridge wouldn't be a point of no return until they cross it. But if something happens, then we would have to have it fixed for them to go back around. So I'm thinking we do some kind of bridge, maybe in the back here over this cave. Oh, we want to go this way, so great. So we want to come this way. So there's a village up here then. Yeah, and there are villagers in there. And 27, so we should, I think this is the desert we were flattening for sand for the, there it is. So it would come here, okay. So I'm not too worried about how we connect up here just yet. So it's mainly, oh, welcome in, Tay. Okay, so, okay, cloud height, so it's coming back this way. So probably we can follow the land here. Is this really this flat? No, okay. So we can probably come around here. Welcome in, Josh. Yeah, so I think this is too narrow. We haven't got it done yet, but I think if we take this path over here, come in and shadow dangerous. We can finagle how we build a bridge over, but I think if we go this way, let's put our torch down. Can't put torches on the path. This would give us a visual that would go and a light, well, 2 visuals, so we'll be able to see the dirt path and our torches. Oops. So let's go this way. Don't technically have to make it wide, I guess. So welcome in Peaches. So go down here. This way. Yeah, I think this is fine. All right, put a torch here. All right. This where we want to go? Okay, so we probably want to go around this spot here. Some torches over here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to come out. Okay, so let's pull it this way. Go around this. Trees here. Go back this way. Yeah, we want to go positive south, so we want to go that direction a little bit. Okay. Welcome in. And user. We need to put a torch down. Maybe we'll get up on this hill and then it'll be a good spot to reevaluate. Sorry. So let's take a look. Welcome in GLaDOS. Oh, we can't put a... So there's our... We want to go this way. Okay. So I think we could... Yeah. Come down this hill here. Put a torch on the side there. Welcome in, folks. Want to go that way or do we want to go around? I think we'll go around. And this one, welcome in, sweetheart. This path is just functional. Well, a functional creeper trap. Oh. What we're trying to say is a functional path and a experimental line. It's a brainstorming line. Right, so we'll put, because It's not going to be this wide, and welcome in, Guilty. So, take care of this zombie here. Welcome in, Page. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, it's our planning line. Or, yeah. Storyline. Oh, we don't want to tangle with the witch just yet. Alright. Good here. We don't have any... We need to go to the nether and grab one of our bows at some point. But for now, this is... let's put a torch over there. Okay. Alright, let's grab some of these trees, because if we like this, we can always replant the trees. This way they should decay on their own and should be able to see the path from the air, which is what we want. So there's a clearing here. Where's the... Alright. And if... Oh, wow. Okay, so let's go back. We have a few items there, so a few bombs. What we're going to say is if you like the Mr... if you like the kind of low-key story streams, that's what we're trying to build here. So we'll let those duke it out. Alright, let's see. Alright, they took enough damage that one hit and good. Let's go. Come in, Jess. Oh, that's what we were saying. Yeah, if you like the low-key streams, feel free to help us grow the channel. Alright, so where is... Oh, there's the hill. Is that the hill? Wait. Okay, this skeleton. Okay, get those guys right. Place down a torch. Try to prevent people or prevent the mobs from spawning so close. Okay. Okay, so can we see the hill from here? There it is. Okay, so we do want to take out this one, this elm here. Birch, sorry, birch. Welcome in, Ty. Let's Can work our way over to the water here. Got some more dirt path and yeah, it'll work. Welcome in. We're done. Let's back up a little bit. Heal up. We'll come in at Yashana. Alright, so go this way. Sticks us down here. We'll put another torch over here. Our creeper assisted path. And perfect. So we'll follow along the water here. So we'll need to clear out this tree then. Alright, so now we can follow this path here. We'll widen this because these lakes don't need to really stay. And we need to make our way more in the southern direction. So we need to curve back this way. Welcome in and Dean and Joe Jet. And if anyone has questions about the story that we're building or Minecraft or anything that's on the creative side or crafting side, feel free to pop it in chat. Not an artist by trade, but happy to discuss Legos, cooking, art, anything like that nature. Okay, so this seems like a good path here, and some of this path is going to be terraformed. We'll level parts of it out, raise some of it, lower some of it, but for now we just want to have like a path that we can follow, that we can iterate on and edit. Guess that part of the path we're working around a sheep. Is there a hole? Oh, okay. We made a hole there. That's what it was. Okay. So we need to go fairly far this direction. Or we need to slope more in this direction to kind of get our Z and X closer in line. Oh, thank you for the well, thank you for the scent, Isha, and hi, Kyle. Welcome in. How's your Monday off, both of you? Well, how's your Monday starting off, I should say. Yeah. so let's continue the path. Now I am trying to keep a close eye on chat, so if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in chat, and if I miss it, feel free to repost it. So I'll give a little tour here. So this path that we're working on here is winding back to Inkwood. Somewhere over here. Yeah, it comes up through here, back to this area, which is Inkwood. So we're going to build a town here. And you can see the road coming across the bridge here is going to follow another road. Goes back into a mountain, and then that goes back to a city at spawn that we call Overmorrow. So we're creating a story and kind of connecting these towns through this road, which is effectively our server line. We've been playing off and on this server since 2019. We started playing regularly in probably late 2020. And the last maybe 2-3 years, we've started trying to increase our time. So at least one project in the overworld, since we're close to it and that's where we're going. We have a project in the nether that's 1,000 by 1,000 slabs. That's going to be the foundation for a city there. We're going to build a Dyson ring in the end about that size as well. So we are something similar to that. So we could fly back to Overmorrow. We'll probably end our stream in Overmorrow and we can show that, but this here is the framework of what's going to be our garden temple. So it's staircases down. I think it's a height of 11, goes out 14 in staircases, and it's going to go from bedrock to build height. But to the kingdom question. So from spawn, we've cut off the northern half. We have a wall there. So every 18 degrees is a different realm. And so you can think of a realm like a kingdom. So we're in what would be the third realm or third kingdom. So the collection of villages we can think of as a kingdom. And we will have, where do we want to go? We want to go to 2,000, 2,000? Okay. Or was our... oh, we want to go less on the... Yeah, this way. So we do have bigger builds that we want to do later on, but for now, like Overmorrow is a 513 half circle. Is it this way? Yeah, big villages. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess we can go back. We have enough rockets. We'll just go back to Overmorrow. Trace the whole path. Yeah. So we're summarize. We're trying to build a story in Minecraft. So we have a series of villages. So things of this size we're calling villages, towns. So we do want to build a kingdom, but that will be a much larger scale. And we haven't got around to any of those builds yet. Where is our path? Yeah. So each of the little towns, the goal is to have them add a little piece to the story. And then in other stories, we can have Good thing. Where is... Okay, almost back. This way. Somewhere over here. Welcome in at... Yeah, there it is. So this little structure coming in the distance is going to be like an entryway for a tunnel that's going to go where we just were. It's going to be part of our caravan trade route. And so this cobblestone here is the same thing, just a marker. So we have a visual of the line of travel. So we'll make it into an actual appropriate looking road at some point. For now, it's just serving as a guide. Ooh, we need a lot more gunpowder. A lot more rockets. But this area over here is Overmorrow. We'll try to find a good spot up here to pause and go over things. Yep. Yeah, all of this is just me right now. So this thing we're on now is the framework for our horizon wall, so it will be a perpetual build. We'll just expand it in each direction forever. The only thing built north of the wall is our bridge here, so we can go visit, explore in the north, but there'll be no buildings other than what auto generates. We're at roughly 0, 0, so this is spawn. That's what this white line is here, so we'll make it more subtle into the build. But that's east in that direction and west here. And since it's only me playing, but technically we could have up to 10 people in the realm. So if you took this circle and divided it into 10 sections, each one of those is your kingdom or realm. So we can tell different stories based on those. But everything kind of will start from this center area. So Overmorrow is what we call spawn, at least in our story. So that's what this is. Well, I'm trying to make time for building this. But on that note, every 6 months we take a backup and put it on GitLab. So if anyone wants to take what we've done so far and make their own story, you're welcome to that. Yeah, so this is Overmorrow. So we don't have any of the buildings up yet, but we have plans. So this is our string shop. So we have a cave spider spawner below that shoots up the string and shoots it up into the air, falls. Yeah. I think that's probably a good way of putting it, making a legacy. So making these villages, focusing a lot on the framework now, so if someone wants to change it, they can, or if they download it later on, they can repurpose the story or build their own things and decorate it how they wish. But they'll all be fictional. So yeah, in kind of the more or less the fantasy space. Yeah, so park, our cleric guild, lava farm. Well, here is our bamboo farm, our poultry farm. I think we'll have a leather farm back there. This big building here is our gunpowder farm. But all those will be decorated in a way that fits in the town. you so our wait, what happened here? It wasn't like that last time. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take a little detour and fix this. Okay. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. So is go, oh, not on scaffolding. Is that okay? So no side. Did we? What is this? Oh, the type of village. Oh, okay. Is that gonna? I gotta go over this way. Fix this real quick. Okay. So there'd be just kind of average villages, nothing particularly special about them. We'll clean that up later, but I think that shouldn't hurt anything. And as far as the story, we're gonna have 2 stories going. One is going to be on GitLab again, once we get a couple more entries into it, and it'll be on our link tree, which should be on our outro credits, or link tree / Mindtrip Media. And that'd be kind of from perspective here. So we'll use Minecraft assets and whatnot, because that will be free. And then the main story that we're working on is more of a our protagonist, or so our librarian, going from Overmorrow to Inkwood to Garden Temple, Barter's Bay. Oh, guess we could explain this in a second. Making their way into the Nether, going through some adventures there, making their way to the end, and then coming back. And the whole time, the forces that they're working against are the builder, or creative force, and a void who is trying to destroy everything. That's a nutshell. Sure. What's your question? Let's go sleep and get this back. There we go. So let's try this again. So we have a design that we got from Silent Whisper, who I think got it from someone else. We modified it a little bit, but we have packed ice with trapdoors and buttons to try to limit the spawns to creepers. But instead of having them come down the edge, we have them come into a central... well, they come either into the central piece or down the sides here, but not as wide as you would see on the other design. We can see a creeper going in there. You can kind of hear it going off, so if they land on some pressure plates that are on the inside, the pistons go off until they get pushed down a single wide tunnel that sends them over this campfire. Well, I hope people will hear the story. So the builder side of the story, which we call the journal, will be on GitLab for anyone to read. And the other story we're trying to make into a real story and make available for people. So hopefully at least a few people will read it eventually. Trying to write something that I would want to read, and then see how if anyone else feels the same. Yeah, maybe we'll fly over the open. Close on time. Because after this, we plan to actually go work on our story. Okay, there's... What comes out here is where the tunnel comes out. And then there's a tunnel through this mountain here. Uh-oh. And up, yeah, our guide path here. Welcome in, Brian. This will wind around and take us to what will be Inkwood. Yeah, 1 second. Some more rockets. Okay. So I'm hoping the story, well, the journal side of it will be on GitLab, and the other part will be published. Well, the goal is to publish it, so hopefully people read it. So I can't really say if it will be forgotten, but at least the goal is to get a story out there. And we'll see how well it does. Oh, thank you. I'm yep, sure. We'll see you when you get back. We'll be around for another 20-30 minutes. I will come in Alazi. Light some of this up. I want to be able to see this path at. And is this where we stopped? Yeah, I think this is where we stopped before. So now we need to decide. I think this is, oh yeah, so I can see a little bit of it. I think coming through here. So where do we go? So I guess we'll go through here. To be good enough to put a torch on. Let's go this way. Back to What direction is this? So south. That baby zombie did not have any sense of self-protection. Yeah, we're gonna go this way too, so let's go through. Do you have any dirt on us? Okay. So we'll probably have drowned spawn in there, but that's just something we'll have to deal with if the noise becomes too much. So we're getting close. I can see the desert. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. It's this should fade on its own because I don't see any wood inside of it. Let's try to go slower so we don't get so jarring on stream. Oh yeah, you can kind of see some of our sandstone candles from as we were bringing down them out back for the sand that we need. Not Gus, welcome in. I think this is this? Yeah, I think the way this is brought down. Oh, yep. So this must be the back. I can see it rendering in, so. Yeah, you can see we took this back. Pokemon Max. As we dug the sand this way, we took it all the way back here, but we left the dirt in there. This will probably get leveled as well, at least what's not part of the town there, and be used in the temple there. So we're not going to worry too much about what's over here yet, because we have to figure out how all this gets built out. But there should be... Where's our... Oh, back here. Okay. It's gonna come here somewhere. But the hookup back here to the road should be good enough. Okay, so this gets us to where we can see temple in the distance. We can see whatever we build out here. And I think this would be good here. Maybe we keep part of that so you have a little bit of reveal there. And then, since it's a bigger build, we either want to come down or come up off the path to get the reveal. Because coming around the bends, we're saving for builds. At least that's the plan that we're trying to go with. Welcome in, Blue. This path go? Okay. I think that path works out well. It connects that, and then I don't think we'll have a path that goes to Barter's Bay. I think we'll use some explanation to say you have to sail or take a boat to Barter's Bay. which will take you basically around the garden temple, because from the outside, or from the opposite side of the garden, or just where is Barter's Bay, so you could see Barter's Bay from the garden temple. So maybe, oh, yeah, we could work that into the story. Either you take the boat, or you go through Barter's Bay and take a boat on the other side. That would work. I think that would give us enough room to we don't have any more. It would give us enough room to add in some creative elements. Okay. Because it will be our first story, so I want to give ourselves as much room to expand as we need. Okay, there. Okay. Goes up here. We follow this path back. Also trying to doing it like this means we go back and forth on the path and kind of get a feel for, does this feel like something a caravan would travel? Because the whole point is to have this be a trade route that our protagonist will follow the caravan, or starts off with the caravan, but will eventually take their own route. Not their own route. They'll eventually leave the caravan and follow journey, but they'll follow the trade route or the storyline. Well, that worked out well. We just get hit again. Yep. We just got hit by back to back. Welcome. Alright. Don't need any help. Alright. He's not shooting right now. Okay, perfect. Oh, it is, okay. Okay. Alright, so let's fill this in. picked up dirt. Oh, that's right, okay. We don't have enough spots to pick up dirt. Alright, so connect those. Perfect, okay. So now we can follow the path again. This way. Get out of the sweet berry. I will. So, got some firefly effects going on. And then however we decide, we'll build some kind of bridge here to connect over to Inkwood, which is this on the other side of the, what will be a cobblestone wall. And this button here, we might spruce up and literally spruce up, put some spruce on it and make it a little taller. Because I think we have a mountain on the other side too, and that fits into our story where it's we have to come into Inkwood on the other side. There's a bridge incident, and that kind of forces things to come out this way. And then we'll follow this road to the Garden Temple and Barter's Bay, which will then lead us to the underground city. And eventually, looks like we could put some torches over here. Underground city, which would then lead us to Haven's End. Okay, so where do we... I mean, all the torches are going to be placed with more appropriate subtle lighting sources as we build out the city. For now, we're just trying to make things safe, figure out how we want to incorporate buildings into it, to Inkwood, and what buildings we want. Because we're taking a different approach here. Oh. Inkwood, or not Inkwood. In Inkwood, we're taking a more organic approach. Overmorrow, we flatten everything, starting from a clean slate. We'll have two different build approaches. So they give us a nice contrast of building styles that we'll have to learn and get better. So we can do this. I think 67 is our kind of magic number for our height. That comes from our first portal ever in the Nether was at Y67, so we're just kind of taking that as a height that we go back to whenever we need to level something out. So in Overmorrow, the height is also 67. until we ran out. Okay. Drop off some stuff now. But get the idea. So we'll fill in dirt from the wall to the ground here. But little hills like this, we're going to try to work into the build as much as we can. We haven't planned out any buildings yet here like we have in Overmorrow, but that will come once we kind of get the wall and the path laid out a little bit more. Because the waterway on this side needs to be a lot wider and needs to be a lot deeper. Go down 60, 70 blocks or more. It will taper on the back side where the large lakes were, but because those will effectively waterfalls that will flow down into the ravine here. So we got a little bit of time, so maybe we'll do a little bit of that dirt filling. Don't need that. Yeah, I think that's reasonable there. How much time do we have? Yeah, we got about less than 20 minutes. Completely forgot at the top of the stream. Yeah, we don't have a streamer in the other ear today. Hopefully tomorrow. Is that? Oh, okay. Let's fill this in. Super exciting stuff. Some of this kind of more mundane stuff we do off stream, particularly like tool mending and this, but we're also trying to save some of the larger pieces of mundane work for the rest of streams so that we can engage in chat more. At least that's the plan. So welcome in a little. If there are any questions about the story, Minecraft, things of that nature, streaming setup, welcome in chat. And if you like the low-key story stream, feel free to spread the word. Right now, it's very early stages. We've done a lot of the framing on what we call our lore level projects. So the projects that are, 1,000 by 1,000, we'll say, blocks or more. And now we're starting to fill in some of the supporting details in the story, which is, in this case, villages, but as we go along, things will get nicer to look at, and we'll have more substance. It won't look as just landscape that needs to be terraformed and me trying to explain it. We'll have good visuals. So we're planning things out, framing things out, trying to take things slow, both for the story and to make sure that we can build something we're happy with. Not an artist by trade, so we want to make sure we take our time to make sure things have the right texture and right message. Okay, so let's do we have more dirt? We do have more dirt. So we'll just quick place this across. Welcome in, robot. Dirt, okay. We want to get this section done, so maybe we'll just grab a little bigger piece of dirt. 2 more blocks of dirt. All our stream as we get done with that. 2, 3, 4. Just grab a bunch. Bit overheat. Yeah. Put in. Oh, this piece needs to be a little more rounded, so we probably need to come out a little bit here, but we'll do that later. So we should probably have some stone come out and maybe meet it maybe out here a little bit more, or take this piece off and have it come in. But we don't want to make Inkwood smaller, so I guess maybe we could have this come out a little bit and that would soften that a little bit. Instead of 1 block, make this 4, 5. Oh, welcome in Perry the Platypus. All right. Put this down here. So this needs to go up a few levels actually, but well, 2 more. 67. We'll get all of this down to 65. Or we'll get the 65 level placed and then we'll color stream them. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Fill this in, what, 2 more blocks? Oh. Okay. Perfect, perfect. So put some of this in. 6 and then 67. Because we don't have any cobblestone, right? Yeah, we don't have cobblestone. Welcome back. Kyle. Not that high. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's fill this in. I mean, technically we don't have to fill it in, it could just be hollow. Since we don't know what we're building yet, I think this will be... Yeah. It's leveling it out around the perimeter. But we're getting close to stream, so I think we're gonna sleep the night away. Go to our... welcome in bin 2. Go to our observation deck take a look around. Hi, how's it going? Hello again. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm hoping the dirt path doesn't look as long once we're done. We want it to be, where is it? Yeah. So once this is leveled out, it should feel a little bit more intentional, but not too jagged. Oh, that is horrible news, but we're trying to stream every day, so you can catch us again later this week or whenever you have time. Hope you have a good rest of your day and rest of your time until we see you again. We're getting ready to wrap up stream as well. But I'm gonna reset my audio real quick before I do our outro. Testing 1, 2. Welcome in, Daniel. Okay, I think that did the trick. We were getting a little bit of crackle there. Goodbye. We'll see you around. Yep. Yeah, hope you can join tomorrow and have a great day yourself. Take care. That we're actually gonna wind down ourselves. We have some work to do on the story, the actual written part of our story. So we'll release more details on that once we get farther. Right now, it's still pretty early stages, but for now, we'll recap what we worked on. So we have our road from Overmorrow coming in to Inkwood, or we have the shape laid out. We need to take a couple passes at giving it some texture and not making it look so one block wide bridge, make it look like a real bridge. But those be added to kind of some of our small projects that we'll put to the community once we hit our goals on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube. We'll work on them in the meantime as well as we have time until we hit those goals. But those are the kind of projects we'll let the community choose what to work on once we going. Today we did a little filling in of some of the dirt between the wall and bringing it up to 67, so our standard build height or build base. So you can see over here, we're gonna bring it up to this level of this little corner. Everything above that, we're just gonna kind of leave for now and try to work the town into the natural terrain as much as possible. You can see a trail coming off the back there. So eventually, once we get things kind of where we want, back here, as far as the way the water looks, then we'll worry about building a bridge from Inkwood to that road. And that stops 100 blocks or so short of the Garden Temple. Well, the desert next to the Garden Temple. And that will put us in a good spot because from there it's easy to see Barter's Bay. So you can either take a boat around or a boat from the Garden Temple to get there. And that's the last major city in that direction. Somewhere between here and there, so on this road, we need to put a little magic house that will take us to the Gold Temple. But we'll go through the Nether in kind of a controlled hallway, so you don't realize that you're in the Nether. You're just traveling to the gold farm, coming back. and then continuing on to the Gold Temple and then Barter's Bay. So I think our storyline is starting to take shape, and now we can start making passes every time we take this this path and widening it, giving it a little flowers, giving it more character and texture as we go. And so this isn't kind of a day project. Oh, welcome in, sweetheart. All of these are going to be multiple probably months or... Oh, thank you for the follow, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Multiple weeks, months, potentially years for some of the bigger projects. As they start coming together, they'll hopefully be more impressive and add more character to the world, but that's the plan. So the Garden Temple is multiple years old, and so is Haven's End. And we'll do world tours periodically to show this off, because they're far enough away and large enough projects that they take some time to show. We have done world tours in the past, so you can check out VODs on those. But with that, yeah, we actually need to get writing, so we're going to call it there. So thank you for joining the journey. We'll be back tomorrow, and I think our plan tomorrow will be kind of finishing the wall and dirt around the perimeter of Inkwood, so we have a good foundation to start building some houses, which was our goal today, but we got sidetracked. So we'll do that tomorrow, and we'll also bring in some villagers. I think there's a village over in the distance over here somewhere, and also one on the path this way on a mountain that isn't quite in render distance. So we'll pick one of those, bring some villages in here and start getting that going. But first we want to make sure the wall is good and we can protect our villagers and get that going. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for all the follows. You're able to follow us tomorrow or check us out tomorrow, or check out the VODs later. You can check us out on Linktree, so tr.ee/mindtripmedia. That link will be on our outro screen as well. It'll have links to our Blue Sky, Pinterest. The VODs for this are mostly Lego YouTube channel, so some of our other projects as well. So if you want to support here, there, or any combination, feel free. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow when it continues.